Aussie gamers, and welcome to episode 52 of the Aussie Gamers Express podcast, the podcast that is free to all platforms. I am your host, Luke One, and joining me as usual is my good friend Thorncliffe. How are you?
I'm good.
We're also joined by my other good friend, Red. How are you, mate?
Yeah, great, mate. Had a good week and, yeah, really wicked.
It's alright, this week's show and preview in our news, after our general discussion, we'll have information on Destiny exclusives. That'll be a hot topic. Some PS Plus games for next month, being November. Got some information on Dying Light. There's been an Advanced Warfare leak. There's some GTA 5 news. There's a new Battlefield confirmed. No more Twitch nudes. And we'll have some info on the PlayStation 4 update and its issues. There'll be a little bit more than that as well. After that, we'll do What's That Sound, and we'll bring the show home for another episode and week. So, first of all, who will be telling us about their week first?
I might as well go, because I've only been doing one thing.
Diablo.
Yes.
Wanking.
Oh, two things then. Yeah, so I have now got 4 level 70 characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All I will need to do now is get the other 2 up to level 70 and then do my hardcore run through, and I'll have the platinum. So I've got everything else now. Oh,
wow.
And the 500 bounties, I'm up to about 190, I think. So,
Dang,
yeah.
I haven't even 100 yet.
It's your brother's fault.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some mad new weaponry, so a couple of really good rings and a really good sword for my wizard. Just been smashing it out. We actually jumped in for the first time the other night, and I was Paragon level 60, and we jumped into one of the level 100 greater rifts, which is the top level rift on Torment 6. And now I'm Paragon 685, I think. So, yeah, we've been smashing that a fair bit. I actually jumped into the game the other night. We were playing, it was last night. We played Torment level 6, and I just jumped in and ran behind Jackson through the bounties. And I got my character from level 1 to level 70 in about 35 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, see, when I jumped...
Good way of boosting it.
Yeah, I jumped in with you guys, and I was like level, let's just say, for example, 200, and it was still displaying that I was level like 100 on the screen. It was taking ages to refresh and actually show the level up logo thing up on the screen. It wasn't until we finished the actual rift that it actually caught up and displayed the correct level of Paragon. So it goes up that fast.
So when you're running through there, we actually ran through. This guy jumped randomly onto our game last night, and so I added him on the PlayStation because he was playing at couch co-op with his wife.
Oh yeah.
And so we got him into the party, and me and Jackson were talking to him there. His name's Sean as well. It was really funny. He's from Mount Druitt, which is about 20 minutes away from here. And, he was playing it, and he had his missus who had a level 65 character.
Yeah.
Which was actually level 30 when we started, and we got it up to level 65, and then Jackson jumped on, and we had it to level 70 within one bounty, and then we jumped into the greater rifts, and I think we left them, and she had about 360 Paragon. So yeah, they're sitting there going, "What is going on here with this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's just
skill, mad skill."
Yes, we're awesome. But yeah, that's been about it. So every time I go to put something else into the console, like either Jackson's on playing it or you guys are on playing it, and you can't put something else in and play something else when you've got a group of mates that you're able to play with on that game. So
yeah. Break out in hives going for the eject button.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we'll talk about that more in the news, but the eject button wasn't even working yesterday.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It'd beat, but it wouldn't work. Yeah, news.
Yeah.
All right, Red, what do you got?
I ventured back into Watch Dogs and played about 65% of the campaign of the Bad Blood DLC, which is retailing at about $22.95, I think, if you're not a season pass holder. And I tell you what, if it was the only part of DLC to come out with Watch Dogs for that $30 price tag, I wouldn't be upset.
Well, it's good, is it?
Yeah, it really is. Oh, the story's good. The campaign missions are good. But as true Watch Dogs styles, it goes over and above, giving you side missions to go and do and here and there. But I've counted, I think there's either 99 or 109 total missions and side missions to do in that DLC.
Oh wow! Is this the T-Bone?
Yeah, it is.
It's the T-Bone DLC, the day one DLC
that come out. Yeah, day 101. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. And is that set in another city?
No, directly after the events.
Oh, okay.
Directly after the main storyline of Watch Dogs with Aiden and whatnot, because he pops up here and there.
I haven't even finished the first act, so. Yeah.
Haven't you finished the first act?
No, because I play my games backwards, remember, Luke? I'm going around getting the collectibles and opening up the whole city.
All right, then. How many collectibles have you got?
Oh, I don't know.
No, like, that game came out ages ago. Did you not play it very much?
Oh, I got bored of it.
Yeah.
I got 100% of the collectibles. So
Yeah.
did you, didn't you?
We've got a platinum.
I did get a platinum. I enjoyed that day telling him about that.
Yeah.
Hey, Red, go and check out my trophies.
Mission accomplished. Well done.
Mind you, I kept it a secret because I got it 2 weeks prior to when I actually told you. But
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you realise that?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I got it 2 weeks prior. I actually got it the day after or the day before my birthday. I didn't want to tell you because I was trying to hunt you down to catch your trophy score.
Yeah, and you did.
And I did.
Yeah.
And the day that I caught your trophy score,
I got Mordor.
that's when I told you.
Yeah.
So I thought I don't care anymore. I told you. I think I would have said it on the podcast too.
Many a time. Yeah.
I don't remember what episode it was, but I said I will catch you, and you said, "Nah, you won't." So I kept it silent because I thought if I tell you, you're going to notice the trophy score getting close, and then you're going to just pump out these trophies, and it's going to make it harder for me to catch you. So while I was on 5 weeks leave, I just smashed every game that I had.
How's it go? Touche, my man. Touche.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually went around there to play Diablo with you, and you're like, don't tell Red, but I've almost got him, and I got the platinum in the Watch Dogs. Yeah.
I think I may have threatened your life and your family's life as well.
Yeah.
If you fucking say anything to Red about this, I will slit your throat.
And he never. I'll give him that much. Hinted at it.
But then, true to exactly the way I thought it would happen, pretty much 2-3 days after I'd told you about it, granted you did have a new game, you accelerated to 20% ahead of me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fine. I have no issue with that. I'm at peace.
Remember the taste of that dust? Well, here it is again. Nah, well done. We've done our usual shenanigans with... I don't think we played Worms this week, actually.
No, we didn't.
No, I haven't done any more Evil Within since last week. I've played plenty more basketball and I want to shout out real quickly, the 2K companion app, the NBA 2K companion app on the Android and the iPhone. Really nifty. It's probably one of the best companion apps I've ever had with a game. I really enjoy it. We beat the raid in Destiny.
Yes, we did. The Vault of Glass is our bitch.
Yeah, it's now our Vault of Us. Yes.
Vault of Us. Yeah, that was really good.
After it was patched, we only done this last night, this being recorded on Thursday night, and it was patched on Wednesday, and we done it Wednesday night. No glitches, no tricks.
Yeah, it was just hard work. Yeah, we couldn't push any of them off the edge. Not for lack of trying. We gave it a go.
Fucking hell, you did.
But it wasn't working. They patched it. What they did is they put an invisible like lip on the at the end. What's his name? Atheon or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's him.
Atheon. Yeah, they put an invisible lip around the edge of it so he can't accidentally step off after you like smash him with grenades or whatever. And I think they did the same thing with the very first boss because you could push him off as well, but you can't do it anymore. So we did it the old-fashioned hard way.
Yes, and it was very rewarding. I was very, very happy with it.
Yeah, no, it was good. It took us this time round. It took for a bit over 4 hours.
Yep.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah. So the first time using those glitches, though, it took us an hour and 12. So that's the difference in difficulty. But yeah, it was good. That was good fun.
Yes. I've played a little bit of Battlefield 4 with our good friend Repremy. Starting to get my eye back into the first-person shooters, getting ready for Modern Warfare, which I was not excited about until about 4 days ago when it was confirmed that I received it as a gift.
You're gonna set up your PS3 again, are you?
No, Repremy's asked me to play Black Ops 2, but
I think that went over your head. You said Modern Warfare.
Oh, did I? Advanced Warfare. Yeah, I do it every bloody week. Advanced
I struggle with the name of that game as well. I always think of like Future Warfare or Advanced Soldier or some stupid thing. It confuses me. There's that many
Future Soldier.
Yeah. I get them all mixed up. So all good.
Call of Duty Titans.
What was that? Titans?
Call of Duty Titan. Everything. And I just went through the painstaking 3 gig process of downloading the update to Ghost, so I might even have a little bit of go of that tonight. But other than that, that's my games. I haven't played the PS Plus titles. I had a look at them, but I never really played them. Not serious enough for me.
Well, the only thing not covered in what you guys have said for me is Madden NFL 2015. Gave that a go yesterday because I got it yesterday, and all I've done so far is like most of the tutorials, I think, and I've got no idea what I'm doing in that game. I've got to say thank you to Weeksy. He put up like maybe 5 or 6 lines of text on the Facebook page explaining how the game works. Probably the best and clearest explanation of NFL that I've ever received, and I've probably asked 1,000 times. But anyway, that sort of helped, but I haven't actually gotten into an actual game yet because I had to go out yesterday when I was playing it. But it looks nice. It plays really well. The tackling animations, they're bloody awesome.
Yeah,
it's a really well made game from what I've seen. I haven't seen too much of it yet, but the controls are different because I'm used to FIFA in a sports game, but they're different. But I think they're learnable. I don't think they're too tricky. The thing that I think will screw me over is all those plays.
Yeah.
You know, they bring up the chalkboard and that, and they've got all the shit pointing arrows and dots and stuff everywhere. I think I'll just, randomly click whatever when it comes to that and then just try and score tries.
I tell you what, I was watching the stream and that was funny as shit. That was cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to put that stream up onto YouTube, but it's not working. I have to keep mucking around with it to get it to work. But that was a bit of fun.
Now, every year we go to our friend Cal's house for the Super Bowl. You'd think after like the 4 years in a row or even more that you've been there, you would have watched it at least once.
No, I've never watched any of it. I eat the hot dogs and have drinks.
That's my first point.
So you're like every NFL fan then.
Yeah, that's it. I go for the hot dogs and the company.
Yeah.
I've never... this year? Is it this year or have we already had this year?
We've had this year's.
We've had this year's. All right. Well, next year, I promise I will sit down and watch at least a quarter.
Yeah.
At least.
The only thing with that game, my quarter goes for 15 minutes, but it takes about 40 minutes to get it all done.
Yeah, I've heard that. But you know what? No, you know what I should do? I should try and watch a few of the games through the season.
Yeah.
Surely you can watch that on
Yeah, it's on free to air actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they got a Monday
7 May.
Monday night football. Yeah, I think it's all one actually.
Yep, 1HD.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I watch stuff like that, I'm sitting there watching the TV and I'm thinking, this time that I'm spending watching TV...
Confused.
No, I could be playing video games.
Yeah, copy that.
Anyway, we'll see how that goes. It probably won't happen at all. All right, well, how about we move on into news?
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right, first news. We've got Bungie announces details of their first expansion DLC. And it has had no controversy whatsoever. Who's got the next piece of news? No, I'm only joking. So firstly, the new DLC will give players or payers some new gear, weapons, and a lifted light level cap of to 32. So you'll be able to go up to level 32. And there'll also be
33 on PS4.
That's not true, but that's funny though. There will also be 5 extra bounty slots. So how good's that? You'll have 10 bounty slots available.
Yay.
That'll be helpful. There'll be new story missions that will focus on the hive god Crota. And the new missions will come from some dude named Eris. He's going to be a new character that's going to be rocking up into the tower somewhere.
Soon, yeah. That's pre-DLC.
Oh, that's not what I said. What do you know?
Oh, shit.
I think he is actual pre-DLC.
Yeah, he's pre-DLC setting it up, and you get different bounties and stuff for him setting up for the DLC story.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't read that anywhere. But anyway, there's also going to be new 3-person strikes called the Will of Crota, and a new 6-person raid called Crota's End, and also 3 new multiplayer maps. So this is where it sort of gets a bit sketchy. Is the PlayStation players will get an additional time-limited exclusive until some stage next year, which is going to be another strike. Now, I've been confused because I've done a little bit of research today and I've seen reports different everywhere. I tweeted Sony asking them, and Bungie as well, asking them which one is it. I don't know. It's either I don't know the name of the other one actually handy, but the one source said the Undying Mind is going to be the PlayStation exclusive, and then another source said the other strike that PlayStation's getting or whatever is going to be the exclusive. So I don't think I got any tweets back. I'll have a quick look now, but I don't know which one it is. It's a little bit confusing. Now, for me, the controversy with this comes with the fact that I'm pretty sure it's the same with both of them. They're $20 each, the expansions, or they're $40 to buy the both of them. It's not exactly any saving, but they're the same price on both consoles, yet the PlayStation gets more. Now, it's arguable that the extra strike is free and is paid for by Sony, blah, 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 so that's why they're getting it. But it's hidden behind a paywall. You have to buy the DLC to get that.
For free.
To get it for free, yeah. Now, if you ask me, that takes away the fact that it's free. It's not free. It's hidden behind a paywall. You have to pay to get it. Whereas on the Xbox One...
Wait.
What? Sorry, what?
Wait a sec. If the way I see this is that, say I go out and buy Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I've just bought that for PS4. With PS4, I get 60 minutes worth of additional content, single player mission, which is a exclusive to PlayStation.
Yep.
So I've got to pay for the game to play that.
Yep.
If I don't have the game, I don't get that for free.
Yep.
So if I buy a DLC, which I choose to buy, and I get something a little bit extra because my console has done the deal with whoever to get that little bit of free, I don't see an issue with it being behind a paywall, because yes, you do have to pay for it, but you don't have to pay for it because you don't have to get it. It's just like any game you get. Like it is a DLC, which is an optional extra. You know, like I don't see a big issue with this at all.
Well, my issue is the claim that it's free. I'm saying it's not.
Yeah, they're throwing the word around for marketing purposes, I believe. One from
right.
See, the thing, the example that I want to give is, if you know the typical buy one get one free sale.
Yeah.
You're not buying one and getting one free. Essentially, you're paying half price for both of them, because that's not ever going to be free. If something is free, you should not have to pay a cent.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they want to claim that the demos on I'm going back many, many years. I don't think it's like this anymore. Xbox Live, they claim that the demos were free, but you could only download them if you had a gold subscription. That's not free.
No.
These things aren't free. If you cannot have something unless you part with money, it's not free.
Yeah. Okay. So they shouldn't have said anything about you getting it for free. What they should have said, that if you get the DLC for PS4, you get exclusive downloadable content with it.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
That's just a marketing thing, right?
Yeah.
But then that does then open up the argument for the Xbox people thinking, well, I'm paying the same amount of money. How come I'm not getting that?
But they are getting it. In a year.
In a year, yeah. Well, that poses another question as well. In a year, will they then just be able to download it for nothing? Or would it be behind another paywall?
Yeah, yet to be foreseen.
Who knows? But that's what, especially like with the argument on the page today, I think that's what most people were annoyed with. The fact that it's the same price on both, yet one's getting more. Okay? Now, I'm not the sort of person who's going to throw my hands up and say, that game's fucked, I'm never playing it ever again. I'm not like that. I enjoy the game. If they came out and said the next DLCs are going to be $100, right? It's another complete purchase or whatever, play it. I would either buy it or I wouldn't. It still stays the same. Even though it's a rip-off price, I'd still play Destiny, and then I just decide whether or not I want to pay the stupid amount for the DLC. The choice is mine. But I'm not going to boycott a game just because I don't like the tactics behind it. Because at the end of the day, it's about me, not about Bungie, not about Activision. If I want to play that game, I'll play that game.
Yeah.
If they do something to it that changes it, how fun it is, then I'll probably stop playing it. But I don't care about the politics in the background.
Yeah.
The choice is always there.
It's not like I'm going to say, well, SimCity crashed on its first thing. I'm never buying another EA game again.
Yeah,
that's correct.
It's not something like that, but it's something that happens everywhere. You get the timed exclusives with other games, which are actual full games. Call of Duty has always been exclusive to Xbox. You know, this is a month, and there's a lot of flack happening about that. That the PS4 is getting this DLC, which is an extra strike, which isn't going to be anything big anyway. They're getting it before them. I don't understand why this hatred's coming towards them when PlayStation users don't get anything for a month or 3 months or whatever it is that the timed exclusive on the Call of Duty maps is.
Tell me about it.
You don't get anything. It's not like they say to you, oh, you can have 2 maps and we're going to give you 1 extra in 3 months' time once the timed exclusive happens. So these timed exclusives are exclusive. You do not get anything until the exclusive runs up. And now this is only one small little strike. It's not going to be anything major anyway. And to make such a big deal out of something like this, I think that it gives some people something to bitch about it, and they're just going to use it. It happens all the time with all the games. As I've mentioned before, Assassin's Creed Black Flag came out with exclusive content, which was an hour of extra gameplay for the PS4, which you didn't get on the Xbox, and that cost the same as the Xbox One game. And it happens. Everybody does these deals. Everybody tries to get the best for their company, for their console, and there's always going to be the heads that butt over it, because people like gamers are so passionate about things and passionate about their consoles that there is always going to be a blow up and a reaction like this to something that I see as quite minor and trivial. So
it is. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you, and that's what I meant when I said, like, it's not something that I would. Like, I disagree with it. That's my stance. But it's not something that, no matter what side of the fence I was on, it's not something that would make me boycott the game. I'd just be like, oh, well, that's a bit shit. You know, I've paid the exact same and I get something less. But when in the wash of things, I'd probably even forget about it anyway.
Well, the Xbox players have paid more for their console and they've got less.
Game.
Yeah, sorry, let's move on.
That's all right. There's no 14-year-olds in this podcast that's going to crack the shits at anything you say that may be a joke. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
What was the thing today in the chat? They were saying something about the Xbox One, and we know it's crap. And I turned around and said, "Oh well, I'm not saying anything against it because I'm looking at getting an Xbox before Christmas."
Yes,
you know, the processing power is the same as the Xbox One, so I should be able to get it for cheap.
Yeah, well, look, I want one as well, but at the end of the day, the whole...
I think you missed that.
I thought...
Original Xbox.
I thought it was...
Same processing power as the Xbox One.
Is that what you're getting at? The Xbox, as opposed to the Xbox One?
Yes.
Yeah, good joke, good delivery.
Yeah. I'll work on it.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe we should do rehearsals.
Yeah.
I'll put some canned laughter in. There was a bit of silence after it. If I add some we don't have an audience.
No.
Oh, by the way, this week's episode is going to be recorded live in front of an audience, a studio audience. No, jokes.
I just, I took a back seat there, and you both feel exactly the same as I do when it comes to shit with exclusivity. But I think the only people really missing out is us, because you got two kids in the sandbox fighting over the one toy, and we just, we cop the flack, we miss out, and then it starts arguments amongst. Well, we all should be mutual. We've all got the same sort of likes and dislikes because we're obviously all sitting there for many hours a day playing games. I reckon just make it across the board. Everyone gets everything, if not for free.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's business. That's how you get people to come over onto your side, is you offer them incentives. Maybe they should keep it secret.
Yeah.
Have like an underground thing.
Just don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Just sort of walk around on the streets and go, hey, dude, you got a PlayStation? Yeah, man.
Rumour and innuendo.
You're going to get shit. You're going to get this stuff. Pass it on. And then when it becomes like widespread knowledge and they ask about it, then go, don't know what you're talking about. Nah, you're both getting the same shit. Don't know what you're talking about. And then when it's released, fucking one gets more than the other, and nobody knows because they don't have the other console. They can't check it. It's not advertised. Let's move on. All right, who's got the next piece of news?
I will. Call of Duty Titan Advanced Future Soldier Warfare reportedly had an undisclosed amount of copies of their game stolen ahead of the launch on November 4, which can be seen streaming in your PlayStation Live section on your PlayStation, obviously. And the Glenn Schofield from Sledgehammer's come out and really slammed it. It's like, we've kept it quiet for years, for the fans for the last 3 years, and now it's stolen and leaked a week before. That sucks. A real bummer. Thanks a lot.
Oh, big fucking deal.
Oh, woo, have a silk can.
I mean, it's bad that they've been stolen. Oh, have they been stolen? Or have they just been sold early?
Well, it's been reported to have been stolen somewhere along the production chain. So probably somewhere between the storefront and the consumer.
So, what I think on here is, seriously, Xbox was talking up big time about like online DRM and all that kind of stuff when they launched the consoles and all this kind of stuff. Surely they got something in place with like flicking servers on and all that kind of stuff that it can just be blocked until the time that you're able to play it.
It's funny you should say that, because I was watching a bit of the streaming yesterday and it was all bots. But today, it was actually server-based games. It was actually multiplayer games.
You see? Yeah. Like, I know a certain amount of people get it for, like, review purposes and all that kind of stuff. And, but yeah, like, the copies are out there, and there's was a thing, I think, that Walmart is actually releasing it for sale the day before its release date and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah.
But who's it ruining it for?
The person that decides to sit down and watch the stream which says Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, but what's the difference between them doing it a week before release and then on release?
I don't know, probably the difference between 100,000 tweets. I wouldn't have a clue how it directly affects it.
If you're going to watch it instead of buy it...
You're spoiling it for yourself. You're
spoiling it for yourself. You know, it's not the person streaming it.
Well, spoiler alert, it's got guns in it.
Ah!
But I've done a postponed or a post. What do you call it? A scheduled post.
Yes, a postponed post.
A postponed post. Update. I actually might change the time to give people a little bit of a listen to this first. Spoiler alert, it's got a list here of possible camouflage lists, weapon lists, and attachments and abilities and maps. So
Space Cats?
No. No. I don't know. I haven't actually read everything.
Have we got a your jizzle mode or something?
Ammo. Oh, there's diamond and gold. And royalty. Oh no, look out.
Mm-hmm. Do they have that? That's a good question, Luke.
The voices.
The multiplayer voices. The shizzle, my nizzle.
Oh, bloody hell. I don't know. Hang on.
That'll probably be a...
It'd be generic to start off with. They're paid DLC. $27 and you too can hear Snoop Dogg say, "They're taking big zizzles, my nizzle."
That's only on Xbox One though.
Yeah.
You get like 50 cents on the PS4.
No, I think that'll only be a developer thing. An Infinity Ward thing.
Yeah, you get Miley Cyrus on the Xbox and Taylor Swift on the PS4.
Troy Baker.
He can just do the voice of Snoop Dogg.
He's doing the voice of Private Mitchell.
Private Mitchell.
He's actually in it.
Oh right.
He's in everything.
Kevin Spacey, Troy Baker. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Moving on. That's about it. They're pretty pissed off it's been leaked.
Go Red. Sean.
Yeah, well, Red, you're going to be disappointed with this, mate, but you're going to have to put some clothes on next time you're streaming.
I know, right?
Yeah, so Twitch has changed its rules for streaming when you're using a video. You can be naked, but you've just got to have the camera on your face. So that said that in the thing, hey, you can wear whatever you want, but just have the camera on your face and not on your bits, and you'll be right.
I'm naked, except I've got clothes on. I'm naked underneath my clothes.
I'm naked. All I've got on's a headset.
Good, you've got fucking hideous ears.
Yeah. I am not the sexiest man in the world. So they've said the updated policy notes that a dress code applies to both men and women. So basically the rule boils down to keep your shirts on, you sexy nerds. So you need to dress appropriately. Now it says no. I can't even say it. No lingerie, no swimsuits, pasties, whatever they are, and undergarments, and no sexually aggressive clothing. So you can be fully dressed in a gimp suit and still not be allowed on Twitch.
Why can't you have a swimsuit?
Because you're showing too much skin, I guess.
We're going back to the 70s.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but seriously, look, I can understand to a point.
I wouldn't want to see Red in his speedos on Twitch.
No, but literally, what if I'm wearing boardies in a fucking rashy?
You can't. I don't think it goes that far.
You can't.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, you watch a little bit of streaming between yous. They get on there and there's some bloody rude comments getting around, and it's not so offensive to me because I don't give two shits, but the broad market that Twitch are now trying to, well, not now trying to, but they're accommodating for, it's probably in their best interest to try and cut as much of that shit out as possible. You're still going to get on there and going to get your tits out for the boys from Ninja Keyboard Warrior 111. But you know, I think that would be part of it. And I don't like it. Like, look, I'll look at a set of tits anytime. But
There's
girls
other sites. There is other sites to do that.
Girls always appropriately put their webcams like half a foot above their head, aiming straight down the cleavage. You know, and what's the point of that? I can't put a webcam down my wall. It's not enough megapixels, but down my crotch. You know.
Well, next time I'm going to dress my penis in a fucking tuxedo and put it right in front of the fucking camera. It's fully dressed.
Another question for you: is this coming from Twitch or is this coming from Amazon?
Well, it's owned by Amazon now, so
Yeah.
So Twitch PR director Chase.
And this is where they have all their advertise all their specials to the Twitch people, all their clothing. They'll have a little tag on their clothing. This is Twitch.
Twitch approved.
Yeah, Twitch approved.
So, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing?
No rocking out with your cock out.
In your
I
opinion?
go on the stream to watch anyway.
That's right. And I usually go on there to inquire about games or ask about different parts to do with the game. And I don't need to be reading, 100 likes and you'll get your tips out for us and rah-rah. I'd rather not share a chat party with dickheads like that. We're always going to.
Well,
But if you're going to take the carrot away, then hopefully some of them will just piss off and, go to Pornhub.
I don't understand the whole notion of having your head on the game stream anyway.
No, me either.
Why do we need to see your head? It's just sitting there. You're not doing anything. You're sitting in front of a computer or a screen, a TV screen, playing a video game. Show me more of the video game.
And not to be sexist at all, but I'm going to do a public, an experiment. Every time I stream from now on, I'm going to put girl gamer playing ... I bet you I'll get more views. And then we go, how do you like the game, sweetie? Yeah, it's fucking not bad,
Got me tits out and everything, but got no camera.
I can get my tits out.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm for it. Crack down on it. Get rid of the hose and the bogans.
Well, there's no need for it, is there really?
No, I like I said.
There's plenty of sites out there that
Free, not behind any paywall.
and the names of those sites will be put in the comments of this week's show.
All right, we'll move on.
Cool.
All right, next I've got PlayStation Plus games for November because I'm a PlayStation owner. Fuck if I know what the Xbox Gold games are. Games with gold. We've got SteamWorld Dig, Frozen Synapse Prime, Luftrausers, Hungry Horde, and Escape Plan. And thanks to Cavan, I now know... The Binding of Isaac as well. And thanks to Cavan, I now know that every single one of those games will work on everything that you have.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
They're all cross-buy.
all of them.
Yeah. So you can apparently play all of those games on your Vita,
Oh, awesome.
as well as PS3 or PS4.
Oh, when are they going to give me another Lego game?
When are they going to give me another platinum?
I think the new one that's coming out after Batman's called Lego Platinum.
Yeah, probably. I actually was
It's
online the other day when I'd had a bit to drink, and I saw that on eBay, and I actually picked up Lego Lord of the Rings on the PS3 for like $3.
Gay.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
do you know what any of those games are?
Well, I've got SteamWorld Dig. I finished that. Okay, how can I explain that game? That's kind of like...
I think I watched you play it. Like Dig Dug.
Yeah. I kind of called it like a side-scrolling Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Just you can't build anything, you can only dig. And you can't dig up, stupid.
Did you like it?
I did, yeah, I did enjoy it. I played most of it on my Vita, but you can play it on the PS4 as well. Luftrausers is an interesting game. That's probably the most... Like, I'm looking forward to that one the most. Only because the other ones, there's a couple that I don't know much about. But Luftrausers is like you're in an aeroplane, and you've got to... I think you've got to keep pressing the button to, like, use your jets and stay up in the air. And you've got to fly around and avoid...
Like Flappy Bird.
No, you don't have to keep tapping it. Like, you hold it, you take it off so you don't go up too high, stuff like that. And I think you can like go under the water for a quick second to avoid bullets and stuff. And yeah, it's like a side-scrolling sort of thing.
It's got that 8-bit feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yep. The Hungry Horde, I've got no idea what that is. Frozen Synapse Prime, I don't know. Escape Plan, I think that's the one with the big black blob thing on the front cover.
Yeah, and the skinny dude. Yeah, fatty and skinny.
Yeah.
For half hour. Yeah.
And The Binding of Isaac, I've seen that on PC heaps. I don't know what it's about, but that's like an old school pixelated thing as well.
Oh, Escape Plan. I know what that is. Yeah, actually, I'll just have a look at that.
They still don't have anything amazing for PS Plus on the PS4 yet.
No.
Other than Strider.
Fuck Strider. Fuck that game.
Yeah, well, it was like they had, what's it called? Outlast, I think, has been the biggest title they've given away.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and there's still no word on... They've done another update on the PS Plus version of Drive Club, and yeah, that's still not happening, so...
No, I had that for one of my news items. You've just used it.
Oh.
And you just quoted exactly what I had written.
Rain.
Or what?
Rain Man.
Well, well, no, it's just fucking obvious. While we're on that topic, I'll just read out what I had on Drive Club. Drive Club still doesn't work. And that's all I had on that matter. All right. Well,
there's no listings for the games with gold. For the 7 people that wanted to know.
Oh, Red.
What?
We're going to have to get an Xbox person on here so they can stick up for themselves.
Yeah, they can. I'll have one argument every time. 900.
Wait, don't get too smart because we fucking get 900p games too.
Yeah, parody, mate. It's just all about the parody. Nah, well. TBA. Alright, moving on from my smart ass screen.
What was the last game that came out on the PS4 that was 1080p and 60 frames?
Diablo.
More, probably.
It probably was it, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
And before Diablo, what was it?
Infamous?
Nope. The Last of Us Remastered. It's a PS3 game. There's not very many 1080p 60 frame games on the PS4. There's a lot of talk about how the Xbox One is so underpowered because we've got 1080p and 60 frames and you guys are only pumping out 900p and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Have a look at the games that we've got on the PS4 that are 60 frames and 1080p, and it's very obvious why it's 60 frames and 1080p because there's not fucking much going on.
I beg to differ with Diablo.
Now, Diablo's got a lot on screen, but Diablo
there's not much going on like in
It's
draw distance and
things like that. It's a beautiful game and it runs perfectly, but it's not a overly. Now this isn't a very educated opinion, but it doesn't appear to be a very tolling game, except for when you've got millions of mobs on the screen. But it's I don't think the argument is that strong for PlayStation 4. Yeah, it's got the GDDR memory or whatever it is, and the teraflops and all that sort of stuff. It is better on paper, but marginally. It's just, I guess, sheer luck that the games that have come out exclusive to the PlayStation 4 have been the type of game that they could manage it. Like you look at Infamous Second Son, that's 1080p and 60 frames, but is that a game that what am I trying to say? Is that game I don't think tested very much. I think they played that safe. There wasn't a million people in the streets. There wasn't a lot of things going on. It was a beautiful draw distance, but not really much else.
Yeah, I think they just need to...
It's early days for both consoles. And I don't think either of them have had any developers really test it out.
No.
Yeah.
It's too early.
Well, it comes to the point, like you look at the games from the start of the PS3 to the end of the PS3, and like going from Resistance through to The Last of Us, and there is a massive difference there. And it's not until you start to drop the last generation that you'll get somebody really pushing it.
Yeah.
That sounds
I got a list here of the 1080 and 600, 60s.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At previous and upcoming, Hardline, Blacklight Retribution, Advanced Warfare, Ghost, Diablo 3, Dying Light, FIFA 14, Flower.
What are these?
Wait, so is Dying Light going to be 1080 and 60?
As it's scripted, yeah.
The developer wouldn't even admit that when we asked him.
Yeah, well, that kind of looks after when we're going to talk about in the news shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, that sounds like a good segue.
Yeah.
Anyway,
go, Red.
Let's go.
Ground Zeroes, Major League Basketball, The Show, Minecraft, Murdered Soul Suspect, 2K14, 2K15, Plants vs. Zombies, Pro Evolution Soccer, Project Cars, Resogun, Sniper Elite 3.
So these are all 1080p 60 frames.
Yep. Last of Us Remastered, Tomb Raider Definitive, Trials Fusion, Warframe, War Thunder, Uncharted 4, obviously. Of course, that'll be WWE 2K15. They're your 1080 60 frame games.
Until we get a current gen only, so a brand new game that's full open world and has a lot going on in it, and it blow my mind in 1080 and 60, then I'll think that they've worked it out.
Yeah. And
they've got GTA 5 there.
Yeah.
Well, no,
they're stating it's wanted to be.
GTA 5 is a PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 game.
Yeah.
It's all upscaled. Of course they're going to make that perfect.
Yeah, well, they don't have to do all the hard work behind it, do they?
GTA 6, on the other hand, is that going to be 1080 and 60? That'll be the real test. Interesting. But anyway, let's move on.
All right, GTA. When you're listening to this Sunday onwards, it won't really matter, but the online servers went down this morning at 5 a.m. Daylight Savings Time and resumed at midday, getting ready for the next gen load. Getting ready for everyone to come across. So they've gone down, done some repairs. So hopefully we won't run into the same issues that we ran into with the release on the PS3.
Yeah, that was woeful.
Well, yeah, catch 20. It was pain in the ass. It was gay. Everyone wanted to try it, but it gave a lot of people ample time to do the campaign.
Yeah, it came out 2 weeks after the release of the game and still didn't work.
That's right. Yeah, I was there every second. I tried that every day. I tried to log on every single day.
Oh, well. Epic fail on the multiplayer for the release. Still better than Drive Club.
What? Okay. Instead of the chicken or the egg, what came first? Heist or Drive Club?
Oh, fuck. Only time will tell.
While we're on Rockstar news, GTA news, I was trying to amalgamate them together. Exclusive content for the upgraders, which we've seen on our Facebook page today. But to quickly highlight them, there will be guns, cars, side missions, some campaign-based stuff, which looks really cool. You got your money for pre-orders, a wildlife photography challenge, a stock car race, which sounds really cool. Custom muscle cars with special liveries or liveries or whatever the fuck we worked out that they were called. Decals. A murder mystery mission, like a noir style, because obviously Michael was in on the movie scene near the end of the story.
Didn't finish that either.
Well, you haven't finished GTA. There's no excuse for not finishing GTA 5.
Are you kidding?
You haven't.
I don't know where I'm up to in it.
Oh,
Have you met Trevor?
Of course I met Trevor.
fuck. Sean, you're
Yes?
off the podcast for a week until you get that sorted.
Alright.
You're not coming back on the show until you've
Yeah.
finished the story to GTA 5.
Okay.
Actually, no, scrap that. You're all good. You're allowed to go onto the podcast.
Yeah.
And you don't have to finish it.
Alright.
I changed my mind.
I don't have to finish the podcast.
No, you don't have to finish GTA 5.
Okay.
Because I want to borrow it from you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm playing it.
No, it's all good. You're right for the show. No dramas, no hard feelings. Give me that fucking game.
There actually looks to be a few more cool things on there, which is going to make doing the campaign, or the story, if you will, worthy. I obviously already plan to do it. I'm really looking forward to it, but there's a few extra odds and bods there, because this game just keeps throwing stuff at you, and it's always being updated. And a funny thing that I heard a couple of weeks ago, if you got the 12 gig Slim, the PlayStation 3, that can no longer run GTA 5.
Room.
There's not enough room.
That's the dumbest PlayStation ever. I don't even know why they released it.
Dude, me either.
That was just like the 4 gigabyte bloody Xbox 360.
Yeah, useless. Absolutely useless.
Yeah.
But anyway, good guy Greg for Rockstar releases DLC on all platforms. Everyone gets the same shit. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, you all get that.
PC.
Even PC get it. How do they're not returning? Or maybe it's returning from one of the consoles.
Oh, yeah, if you get the PC edition, you must be able to well, it's all linked via the Rockstar Social Club.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so everyone gets the same shit. So no arguments there. Good guy Greg Rockstar.
Get onto your social club, make sure you know what your password is so you don't get stooged.
Oh, my nipples just went hard. I got an Evolve Big Alpha key.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it just comes through my email.
Oh, Paul.
Breaking news.
Red.
Oh.
Oh,
I might have two because I did it to both email accounts, so I'll have a look.
good stuff. All right, what's next?
Mr. Manuel Noriega, that's that very naughty boy from Panama.
Yep,
You know,
I
one
know who that is.
Yeah, he was like the dictator.
Every time I hear a dictator, I think of a little potato with a penis.
Yeah, it looks like the same shot from the penis, yep.
I'll just give you a minute to grow up a bit. And so he was a former dictator of Panama, and he Panama, and he was suing Activision and Call of Duty for his a cameo of him in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So he deserves it. He believed that he deserved compensation because the game portrayed him as a kidnapper a murderer, and an enemy of the state.
He
was a dictator.
A big potato with a dick.
Yeah. Get in line behind Lohan, cunt. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so the judge threw it out.
Good.
Threw it out of court and said
Nice.
this was an absurd lawsuit from the very beginning, and we're gratified that in the end a notorious criminal didn't win. This is not just a win for the makers of Call of Duty, but it is a victory for works of art across the entertainment and publishing industries throughout the world.
Yeah, and so, nobody's ever seen that judge since.
Yes, so Noriega remains incarcerated in Panama for crimes committed against the country during his rule.
It's a shame he couldn't resurrect Johnny Cochran.
Yes, he used the Chewbacca defense.
This is Chewbacca. It makes no sense.
Chewbacca is a Wookiee from the planet Kashyyyk, but he lives with the Ewoks. It doesn't make sense.
Just take a moment to check your podcast host chat.
Is it boobs? That's a dictator. We should almost be able to censor that enough to post that on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll post that. That's funny.
That's read after a shower.
What? Fucking dirty? For those of you playing at home.
He almost looks sad.
It looks upside down. For those of you playing at home, we're looking at a potato in the shape of a penis. Actually got the cock and balls in that potato. That's impressive.
Yeah. You couldn't feel right cutting it up.
I like how it's nice and cupped in those hands. And cough. All right, let's move on. All right, EA has, speaking of cocks, EA has confirmed a new Battlefield for 2016. Are you happy?
Really?
We haven't even got the hardline.
I wonder if they'll fix 4 by then.
No. Well, they'll be too busy trying to fix hardline.
Put it in the too hard bucket. They're going, fuck it, we'll have another one in 2 years anyway.
Yeah. So good luck to hardline, but they've already announced one for 2016. Andrew Wilson, the Chief Executive Officer of Electronic Arts, I should have just said CEO, of EA, CEO of EA,
sorry,
has confirmed a new Battlefield will hit in 2016, and the news was shared on the company's second quarter financial year 15 earnings call, and that's about all we know about it.
Now, adding on to this, there is something that was also noted in this little press conference they did, and something that got me quite excited. Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh yeah.
Is now expected in the holiday quarter in 2015. So in between October and December next year, Battlefront will be out, and it's pretty good because it'll actually match up around the time of the Episode 7 for Star Wars comes out next year on December 18th. So towards the end of next year, we'll have a brand new Battlefront game and a brand new Star Wars movie. Now, I've said this before, but this here, to me, could turn into a console seller.
Yeah.
This game, if they can make this game good, this will blow sales charts apart.
Correct. How many Star Wars games have been shelved, eh?
Yeah, it's continual, but like I've seen videos on this Battlefront and all that kind of stuff. They've actually gone to the Skywalker Ranch, and they did actually go to Tatooine and all that kind of stuff where they filmed it, and they've taken screen captures of all the locations. They went to the Star Wars Museum and to the Skywalker Ranch and took photos of all the models from the the films and all that kind of stuff. So they're putting a lot of details into it. And you know what? DICE is doing it, which kind of makes me a bit sketchy because of the issues they've had with their Battlefields of late. But if they can nail this game, I'm pretty excited for it.
You know, the last game that I loved that was Star Wars was Shadows of the Empire on the Nintendo 64.
How good was that game?
That was sick. How good was the Hoth level?
Oh, yeah. It covered every fucking aspect of the movie.
Yeah, where you had to trip over the walkers and shit. Oh, yeah. AT-ATs or whatever they're called. That was so good.
So Battlefront's going to be Destiny with a storyline?
That's what I was thinking.
I would not even put this in the same...
But the guns will sound more like choo choo choo. I bet splice in a sound effect there.
The speeders will sound the same.
The what?
The speeders.
Oh yeah.
When I saw them in Destiny, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I remember your rant about the beta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Well,
I'm excited for it. I can't wait for this game. This is awesome. I'm excited. I love the Star Wars thing, and from what I've seen of it so far, it's going to be awesome.
I've come up with, just going back to Battlefield, I've come up with a marketing plan, a strategy for them to sell heaps of copies of this game. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
They retail the game for $8.
Keep going.
Yep. Now here's the kicker. They charge you for every patch.
Even if that was in the cents, you'd still be up for $100.
They charge you a cent per patch, and by the time they release their new one, you'll have paid for about 8 copies of the game. Then they make heaps of money, and you're not out of pocket all at once. I reckon if EA listen to this podcast, I'll be off by next week and I'll have a job with them.
Marketing director.
That's it.
In saying stuff like this, though, is it going to come to a point with games like Battlefield and games like Call of Duty where you can buy straight off, you can buy the game and the multiplayer and the co-op levels or whatever they are, the survival modes, and that as a disc, say there's your $90. If you pay $50, you just get the $50 just as a straight digital download, no disc-based copy. You can go out and buy the disc with everything, or you can jump online, pay $50 and just get the multiplayer.
Yeah, that'd be good. Look, similar things have been tried. It was one of the MX vs ATV games. It was released at the full price of the disc was $50.
Mm-hmm.
This was back when full price 360 games were, like your $89. It released at $50, but it had fuck all tracks. It had like 3 tracks, and if you wanted, you could buy all those tracks and download them. And if you purchased all of them, it would work out to be about that $89 price. So I bought it for $55 and just played what it came with. I didn't care. Yeah. So it's been tried. I mean, probably not the best game to try it out with, but yeah, that sort of thing has worked. But I don't know, a little bit off topic, but I just wanted to mention it wasn't all that long ago. When I was mentioning paying for the patches. When I got my first iPod Touch, would have been about 2007. I remember there was an update. You know how iPhones and that, they've got updates every 6-12 months or whatever. You do your update patches and shit like that.
It's usually once they bring out a newer model, they do an update for the whole
lot. And you get the new features. It might have a different thing or, an extra little buzzy bit that it does. Back then, it was an update, but you had to pay for it.
I actually remember something like that, yeah.
It was $15 to get the newest update, upgrade to version 1.02 or whatever it is, and you had to pay $15, and it gave you things like landscape keyboard and double tap space for full stop because that stuff wasn't in it. But yeah, you paid this $15 and you could upgrade it.
I actually remember that because I got one of the first iPod Touches.
Yeah, that's it. I had it, and I remember I bought it because I thought, fuck this, I want a landscape keyboard. Because all it had was the portrait one, and if you turned it on its side, it didn't turn. So then if you pay the money, it upgraded to the new OS or whatever, and then you could use that stuff.
I was still rocking the 3310. I was too pop for the first models.
That wasn't an iPhone. Yeah, I didn't have the iPhone. I still had the Nokias back then too. I just had the I bought the iPod Touch because I wanted to play that Flight Center game, whatever it was called, Flight Control.
Where you put them onto the bloody landing strip.
To get them on a landing strip, I reckon I would run. I used to run the battery dry just playing that game alone at work. But yeah, that's just an interesting blast from the past. I thought I'd mention up. All right, who's next with news?
You can all jump in and have your opinions or any news-related items that you have to do with this, because I think we've all touched on it. Dying Light no longer coming to last gen. We touched on it earlier about games really being able to push the boundaries is when the generation before started to die off. Obviously, the 360, the PS3 aren't quite yet dying off, but game developers are now making a conscious decision just to develop for the next gen, because why would you dumb a game down or dull a game down if you're investing that much money into it anyway?
Yeah.
So, on their official Facebook page, the developer of Techland said that last gen consoles simply aren't up to the task of running the game in an acceptable fashion.
Yep, fair call.
For instance, up to 200,000 objects can be displayed in the game at once. And add to this the use of the realistic physics-based lighting technology, and you're really starting to push the next gen to its limits. So previous gen can't handle it. Do away with it. Are you happy to do away with it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Me too. It's pretty across the board. So
they can still keep releasing their, like Toy Story games and shit on them. That's all right.
Or Lego.
Lego.
No, Lego looks sweet on the PS4.
I got one.
Huh?
I didn't even have to bait that hook up.
Oh.
Okay, because you brought it to the page yesterday, being Wednesday, Sean.
Yes.
Yeah, and I can't. It's probably the best thing I read all day. Total.
So we had a chat with one of the QA testers at the EB Expo that we had on our podcast a couple of weeks ago.
Mr. Maciak, or whatever his name.
Yeah, and so looking back at this now, I kind of think he knew.
Yeah.
So like we were sitting there and we're saying, what are we expecting spec wise and this and that, and he was very edgy on and trying to change the subject on that and saying that they don't want to make two games and this and that, which kind of made us think straight off, oh shit, now we're going to get like a 930 frame kind of deal. But now looking at it, I think because they've gone, look, this isn't going to be powerful enough. Right, now let's smash this. Last couple of months, let's get this tweaked. Let's get this perfect. If we know now, the decision's obviously been made for a while, I think, and I think they'll do a really good job now of getting it up to scratch for.
Yeah. So now they can get all the developers working on the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions, and they can get them working on the current gen stuff, and I don't know, maybe push out 6 months worth of work in a couple of months that they've got until it comes out. I think it comes out in January.
Yeah, January 27th, I think it is.
8th, nice and close.
No, I knew it was someday around Australia Day, so yeah.
Yeah. Day after Jason's birthday.
27th, is it?
28th. Or is Jason on 26th? Anyway, that's... It'll
be out at the end of January.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to use an analogy, you wouldn't sacrifice your prize-winning horse by feeding the lesser.
What?
You wouldn't jeopardize your prize-winning horse by feeding a pack runner. Fuck.
What? So are you trying to say you just let a horse like starve to death or something.
Only if it was on the Xbox 360.
This podcast does not support the views or animal rights or lack thereof of Red's animals. On that note, you got a new puppy, didn't you, Red?
Yeah, I did. And that's why my week's been awesome.
It's only got 3 legs now.
It was tasty. He was very, very tasty.
Fed it to the other dog.
I marinated him in a bit of cat.
What do you keep saying you're going to turn him into if he bites your controllers and shit?
Fucking Dim Sims.
Dim Sims.
I'll call him Dim and the cat Sim. No.
Yeah. So, I think this is good. It's obviously it's not working right on the last gen, so I think it's a good move.
Yeah, me too.
Final thoughts, good move, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I've got a PlayStation 4, so I'm happy.
Yes, I want a 1080p 60 frame per second. I want to see this blood splatter everywhere.
You sick fuck.
I want to look at my boot and like see brain matter on it.
Alright. Are we... I've got a couple of really short ones that I'll chuck in at the end, so who's got news left?
Just the update the PS4 update came out the other day, the 2.0, and there's been a few issues with it. So most notably, people haven't been able to get online. They having issues connecting to the new YouTube app, which is on there. So yeah, and there's also been an inability to play previously purchased games. So that's another thing to have a look at. But the big one is, well, I found this yesterday. It's not booting out of rest mode.
Yeah, I had that problem.
So it wouldn't work, and then I kind of freaked out a bit because everybody was saying they were having issues with it on our chat that we have. And
how did you fix it?
I got Red to call me. I'd like send him a message going, "Ooh, call me, here's my phone number," and he called me, and I was, just had to hold my finger over it for 10 seconds, like you reset your old console.
Yeah, that's
so
the
10
way
seconds
to do it.
thing, but it does reboot your thing, and it does go through and just double check that there's been no corruption on the files. Which, if you do it that way, there'll be a less of a chance of it happening than if you just pull the cord out.
Yeah, don't pull the cord out.
Don't pull the fucking cord out.
It actually tells you to do that, like tells you not to do that when you go into rest mode. It says do not take the power off from rest mode. Because it could be in the middle of using your hard drive because it's active. It still does stuff at some point, like it'll still download shit. And if it's in the middle of writing onto a hard drive and you interrupt the power, it could crash. And by crash, it could be a physical crash where the read-write heads actually hit because they shudder when they stop so suddenly, and it could scratch the surface of your hard drive, destroying it. Mm-hmm. Because when you've got those read-write heads, they're floating like a 15th of a millimeter away from your fucking actual disk. It's so close that you wouldn't even fit Red's dick in there.
Wouldn't buy that for $1.
So don't turn the power off. Yes, hold your finger for 10 seconds over the power button, and it'll beep and turn off, and then you can turn it back on from there.
Yeah. So because it does do a lot of things in the background, like automatically updates if you got it set to do that, or updating your stuff to the cloud and all those kind of things.
Yep.
So, yes, but it's all seems to be working now. Best advice is don't put it into rest mode, just turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yep, go straight to off until they patch it. Sean, did you say you had issues ejecting your disc?
While in rest mode.
While it was in rest mode, I went to, because like if it's in rest mode, then I pushed the power button, it didn't work. I pushed the button on the controller, it didn't work. So then I went to push the eject button, because when it eject the disc out and it boots it up usually.
Yeah.
So and that wouldn't work either at the time.
It beeped, but it never spat the disc out or turned on.
Yeah.
It's unrelated to the update, but I had that issue last week. I couldn't eject my disc at all. My console was on, but I couldn't eject it. And I'm thinking, well, maybe there's no disc in there, but I couldn't put a disc in. So I turned it off, like didn't go into rest mode, turned it off, and then back on again, and then my disc came out.
Yeah, beautiful.
But that was before the update, so that's the only once that's only ever done that. So interesting.
Yeah, my butthole tends to clench after previous systems dying on me when shit like that happens. Fuck, I spatter. It's fucking perfect, this is. And I got on, I had a hunt around, and then and then Weeksy chucked something up in the chat. I'm like, don't stop, I'll ring you. This is what I've read from multiple sources. Do this because I know. Your argument yesterday, Luke, it's almost equivalent to pulling your cord out, but I'd say the reason you have to hold it for 10 seconds is it does prep itself to shut down.
Yeah, it's slow.
I didn't say that.
If it's doing something.
Oh, no, one of us said it yesterday. It was the lesser of two evils to hold the finger over the button.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I probably did say that. That sounds familiar. It is better than pulling the plug, but it's
definitely,
it's definitely like you'd never do that unless you had to.
No, it's good, yeah, absolutely. So I'd say that it prepared itself to shut down. So do not ever pull the plug on these systems. They are way too important in your life.
It's like a PC. Like the PC, you don't turn, if you can avoid it, you don't press the reset button and you don't turn the power off. You press shut down.
That's when those surge protectors become real big things, because I remember when I was a lot younger, the power went out and it fried our hard drive.
Yep. That's it. All right, what's next?
You.
Yeah. You said you had a couple of little ones before.
But so you guys are done?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think it was a couple of weeks ago where I mentioned Crusader, No Remorse. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to stick my hand up and say no.
Just say yes. Well, I didn't realise at the time, but it's actually made by EA, and it's now free to download and play on Origin. Now, what I'm hoping for...
Oh, I think I actually got that.
I'm just hoping that this is a sort of a stepping stone towards building up a bit of interest for a remake.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping for. You guys never played it. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Correct. That's the one that's on the house at the moment.
On the house?
Yeah, Crusader No Remorse on the house.
Yeah, that's the game. Originally,
it's got a red stormtrooper in it.
That's pretty much what you play as, yeah. It came out in 1995. It's an isometric action shooter, and you walk around just shooting the shit out of everything and doing little puzzles to get through doors, and it has really, really gay full motion videos for cutscenes. And you've heard the term interlaced.
Yeah.
Well, this is interlaced to the max. It actually looks like you're watching the FMV videos through your fucking blinds. Because back in the day, all they had was those was CDs, so they had no room after the game was on there, so they had to cut down as much as they could. So the videos were very poor quality, almost as bad as the actors. But that's free at the moment, so hopefully they're going to do a remake of that, and then I am all over it.
They won't do a remake of it. They'll just give it away for free as the next PS Plus game. They'll just port it.
I'd still be happy with that. I don't care.
Right.
Look at it. He's a red stormtrooper. Sick!
Yeah, Crusader No Remorse Titan.
Yeah.
No, but that's all I've got. The only other one was Drive Club still doesn't work.
It does broke.
All right, well, if we're finished on news, what does that mean?
Everybody stop. Oh.
What?
Listen, what's that sound? I was trying to sing. Yeah.
Right, you've got to get the words right to make sense.
Yeah. Dig up.
Stop, children. What's that sound?
Time for the booper ad.
What?
The booper ad.
The booper ad.
Oh, booper. I thought you said boober ad. Like, what's a boober ad? Is that a new, bra for ladies with massive cans?
Yeah, you just can't wear it on Twitch.
No. Yeah. What are we doing?
You got to send me the link to the Dropbox.
No. I just want somebody to say what we're doing.
What's that sound?
Thank you.
It's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody, look what's going down.
All right, last week's What's That Sound?
This is why I can't have good things. You're some piece of work, you know that? If you weren't already lined up to go to Inferno, you'd be well on your way with all the shit you pull. Dressing up like a nun just so you could...
Nobody got it. Actually, nobody on the podcast got it.
No.
But Rusky Big Muskie got it.
Back in the game.
And so did Nick Goss.
Yeah, so did Nikos as well. He got it. Congratulations to you two champions that got that one. The answer was Bayonetta 2. It's one of the cutscenes. And some weird midget bloke talking to Bayonetta. That's where the sound came from. All good?
All
Happy
good.
with that?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear this week's one?
Yes.
It's a short one. It goes for 2 seconds.
Oh.
So make sure your ears are nice and open.
Did you
Red
get
second
it? Did you make love to it?
No, I was fucked after I heard your mum.
It was a long
You
climb
sure
down.
you don't have an Xbox?
I do. I've got a 360.
That's where it came from.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it was Weeksy that was on the chat last night, and I was talking to Zach because I think his missus's brother or something was over at his house, and he's a young kid and he was playing something, and I could hear him in the background, and I said, "Oh, wait a second." They're like, "What?" I said, "I think that guy's fucked my mum." Yeah, I recognise that voice. Yeah.
All right, fantastic. All right, let's go to this
Yeah.
week's.
I love you, mum.
I love your mum too. All right,
She's like butter.
have a listen to this week's sound. That's it.
Oh,
Fallout 3.
Fuck, I'd crack it if that was right.
AFL Live.
Have another listen.
Oh,
French, isn't it?
Abe's Odyssey.
You sounded like you knew what you were going to say then. Well, you sounded like you thought that was correct, but it's not.
It's not. Oh.
How many games have we had thrown out now? None of them are right.
Wow.
Have another listen. It only goes for 2 seconds.
Sounds like opening a door.
No.
Opening a door?
Sounds like
You push a button and you have the and the door's open.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like a sci-fi door.
Yeah. Alien Isolation.
No.
No, it's much older than that.
Crusader No Remorse.
No, it's not.
It's either a sport game or a racing game. I'm just putting it out there.
I don't think so.
No good.
No good. I thought I was going to have a good go at this one.
Do you want me to help out a bit?
Yes.
It's a pretty new game.
Oh. Evil Within.
Fuck. I seriously thought you were going to get it, Aaron.
Oh, you just Aaroned me.
I know! That's how disappointed I am.
Oh, you go straight to your room, Mr. Button.
I'm looking at names and not knowing what it could possibly be. Oh! Yes. Bing, bing.
That's correct. Well done, Red.
Sounds like
Fucking
a
what-
stock sound to me.
No, it's a door opening.
You know what I mean?
I do. No, I can see what you're talking about.
Sounds like in like Fallout and that, where you go up and you push the doors and you get like the alarm goes off before the door raises.
Yeah, no, fair enough, but it's not.
Mm.
All right. Well, if you think you know, listening at home, I'm talking to you, pay attention. If you think you know what that sound is, then head across to the Facebook page for Aussie Gamers Express and send us a message and tell us what you think that sound is. And if you're correct, I'll send you a free game, a free Steam code, so you can play some video games. And that's it. That's all you need to do. It's as simple as that. Now what?
I've been Thorncliffe. Now that we have come to the end of this week's show.
Hey, actually, no, go. Let's see how much you can do.
Oh, I've got my notes somewhere.
Oh, no, do it off.
Just do it off the bat, will I?
Yeah.
Now that we've come to the end of this week's show, please take the time to like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/AussieGamers2012. If you tweet your life away on a daily basis, follow us at AussieGamers12.
Yeah, keep going.
On Twitter. We use Stitcher and what's it called? Something Radio? Tune in Radio and Stitcher if you want to download this podcast. You can also do it through the iTunes and the podcast app, but that's kind of shit. So Twitcher and Twitcher, whatever. One of those two. So Stitcher or Tune In Radio, and you can download the podcast straight to the device of your choice. If you want to watch us stream, we just go to Aussie Gamers TV at Twitch TV. Red's usually on there, trying not to say naughty words while playing a game, otherwise he gets technical fouled. You can find Weeksy on there shitting his pants to the evil within, or Luke just yelling at me because I'm swearing during the stream chat.
It's not the swears that worry me about that.
Oh, it's a disgusting joke.
Yeah.
All right, we've also got a blog as well. Just go to Aussie Gamers Express at blogspot.com.
I thought it was Aussie Gamers Sexpress.
Aussie Gamer Sexpress.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, or Aussie Gamers Express.
Either one.
Yes. Has anybody even sent us a letter?
Yes. Had hit the cash in it, but I didn't tell you about it.
Yeah, probably. It's like one of those things that you saw on like the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Send us in your stuff, and
win a Donatello.
Yeah.
I want a fucking Donatello.
Except it was always P.O. Box 151 Willoughby.
Willoughby.
It was always Willoughby. And I remember we drove through Willoughby once, and I'm like, this is where all the P.O. boxes are.
Well done, Sean.
That was pretty good.
Oh, it's off the cuff. I don't even have my notes, though.
But the funny thing is, you actually referred to you pretty much read a line word for word that I haven't used in probably 20 episodes.
Which one was that?
It was the part where you said, I can't even remember now.
If you tweet your life away on a daily basis?
No, not that bit.
No?
I can't remember now. This is how bad my memory is. It's like a sieve.
It's usually because I probably zone out once we come towards the end of the show.
Yeah, and it's only ages ago that you actually took it in.
Yeah.
I can't remember because it's not on what I have here, but you said it. I'm like, I remember I used to say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to listen to it back and refer to it maybe next week. I'll probably forget by then anyway. Who cares? But no, good job. Very good job.
Awesome.
Brett's turn next week.
Fuck off. I don't have access to the Dropbox. That's what we
All right.
See that? I've just let the last 2-3 weeks go with what's that sound. Oh.
You come back next week.
Yeah.
No, well, I've rescinded your access. So it's all good.
Oh, have you?
It's the decompression chamber for Mario Kart 4.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Wicked, guys. Thanks for the night.
All right, what a top episode. Thank you very much. I've been Luke 1.
I've been Tom Cliff.
And I've been Red. Rain.